Well, I'm delighted to be interviewing Anne Richards, former pupil at the Royal High School, who left some time ago and has had a distinguished career subsequently. And she's here to enjoy the gala dinner tonight. So Anne, I was just going to ask you, it's a chance to meet up with old friends and so on, and you must have a sort of reflected now on some of the highlights or some of the experiences that you had at the Royal High School. Can you tell us about some of those?
So you go back and think about time at school, I think the thing that stands out is not so much the individual events, it's the community around those events. So we did some fantastic things. We did some amazing trips with the music school. So we went to Munich, we went to Florence, we stopped off in Heidelberg and danced under the castle and to raise money, which we never told the teachers about. So we had some fantastic things that we did, but actually the thing that you remember is not so much the specific events, it's the group of people that you grew up with, that you went through that transformational period with. And I think that's what I really take away, it's that sense of community.
And do you still keep in contact with many of these people?
We do, and we think it's a kind of case of mutually assured destruction because we each know where the other's bodies are buried, so to speak. So,
Absolutely.
when you know the skeletons in other people's closets, it's a great sense of camaraderie that you have.
Absolutely, yes, and blackmail opportunity as well.
There's always that in the background, absolutely.
So, when you were at the school, were there any particular teachers that you remember with some fondness?
So there were a lot of teachers who I remember very fondly. Dr. Forsyth, who taught me English, who was just a marvellous inspiration, a really tough taskmaster. The music teachers, Mr. Murray and Mr. Duthie in particular, were just fantastically good fun and inspirational and gave us, I think, a lifelong love of music. And Mr. Davidson in the physics department. I went on to study engineering as a just direct result of him and his inspirational teaching. So those would be a few of the teachers.
How did he help you in terms of...
Well, he said to me one day, Anne, you should think about being an engineer. What you really like doing is solving problems, and you should go and study engineering. And I'd never thought about it. So he really put me on the path that took me to the rest of my life in a peculiar way. But that's why.
So it shows that a good bit of advice then can actually open doors for you later on in life as well.
So it's not just about advice. I think a really good teacher who understands the children that they're looking after can really, when they empathise with the child, when they understand what drives the child, can really help them form their own opinions and help them make the right choices. So it's not just about raw advice, it's about being close to the children and helping them on that journey.
Yeah, and encouraging them and so on. And finally, this is an event to celebrate 50 years. Looking back in some ways, but we're also looking forward. Is there a particular message you would give to current pupils at the Royal High School?
So remember who you're walking through your school life with, because like it or not, they will walk with you through the rest of your life, and I think that's a really important thing to remember. So I always say to people, it's never a bad thing to be nice and to be kind. But the other thing is, the things that I've enjoyed most in life have been the moonshots, the things that I've gone for, where actually the chances of them coming off were pretty small. And most of them, it's true, don't come off. But you learn so much in the trying that never ever let anybody discourage you from having a go. Having a go takes you to all sorts of unexpected places.
That's very sound advice. Anne, thank you very much.
Thank you.